you know? The victims, they looked just like members of my family. They looked like my grandmother. And I couldn't stay silent on it because it spoke to me. It was such a violent attack that was perpetrated against our community. And so to get into the call to action, you know, how do I feel about gun violence? Well, it's awful, of course, but some people end the conversation there. There needs to be more done concerning gun violence because it's an issue. We're seeing it right now. The whole reason why we have to have this event to commemorate and grieve is because, yes, there was a gunman that legally purchased a firearm, but he purchased it hours before committing that crime. There are multiple proven ways that we can pass through legislation that would change the way things happened. If there had been a waiting period, if there had been a court order, a red flag law that enabled law enforcement to take the firearms of a mentally unstable individual who we can see through social media postings and past behavior, something should have been done. You know, I'm tired of seeing this happen. I'm tired of this becoming normalized. This is not normal at all, and it should never feel as if it's a part of our culture or a part of anyone's experience. And I want to, you know, I want to apologize for all of those that have been affected by gun violence. I personally do not know what that experience feels like, but I see it too much, and I cannot imagine what anyone afflicted by this violence has gone through, and so I apologize. And again, a lot of people end the discussion there. There needs to be something done. And so a lot of the calls to action that I have propositioned forward, I host an annual press conference outside the Gwinnett County Courthouse to address gun violence. We need our lawmakers to act. We need a governor, a state house, and a state senate that are willing to protect people that look like you and I, and others, you know? Gwinnett County is a beautiful, diverse mosaic of people from all across the world. And we deserve to be protected by comprehensive gun safety legislation. You know, I don't mean to be dramatic, but what if one of us on this stage became a victim? It's very likely, and it needs to be addressed through legislation. And I feel as if, you know, with the way our current system is going, and with the way we are allowing this to happen, it could very well be a possibility. You know, when I was a freshman at Peachtree Ridge High School, we saw a very serious gun scare that evacuated the whole school. You know, it's the culture we live in. It's the proaction we have to take, because it very well could happen. And so, I'll end it here. I know I've talked a lot, but action needs to be taken to ensure our communities are safe, you know? And I applaud the elected officials in this room that have done the work and have done the time, or dedicated the time to ensuring that guns are properly and safely stored, that criminals that seek to apply for a weapon aren't able to get it through a loophole or without background checks. But it all means nothing if all of them don't work together. And so my call to them is this, you know, gun violence does not discriminate. It could affect anyone in this room, and it has affected people in this room. When one person is shot, there's more than just that one person that is affected. It ripples, you know? When one person is hurt, everyone is hurt. And I will tell them this at the State House, you know, if they don't change their ways, we'll change them out, you know? There's no reason why second graders and the Second Amendment can't be in the same discussion. We should get to protect both. And so I feel as if there needs to be something done. And I'm looking forward to continue advocating for firearm safety and showing them at the Capitol that it matters and it affects all of us. Because when one person is hurt, all of us are hurt. And so thank you for that.
Thank you, Tyler.